Why do chess opening traps work? Have you ever wondered why some players seem to fall into traps right from the start of a chess game? Let's break down the reasons behind the effectiveness of chess opening traps. These traps are designed to catch opponents off guard, especially those who may not be as experienced. They exploit predictable patterns that many players tend to follow in the early game. First, consider how often players make standard moves. Many traps are built around these common responses. For instance, the scholar's mate is a classic example. Beginners often develop their pieces and attack weak squares without realizing they are walking into a trap. The more likely a player is to make a certain move, the more effective the trap becomes. Next, traps often succeed when an opponent overlooks basic opening principles. These principles include controlling the center of the board, developing pieces efficiently, and protecting the king. When a player makes a seemingly natural move but neglects these principles, they can easily fall into a trap that punishes their oversight. Tactical themes also play a significant role in why traps work. Many opening traps involve tactics like pins, forks, or discovered attacks. These tactics take advantage of the opponent's piece placement and the weaknesses created by their early moves. A great example is Legal's Mate, where a player sacrifices material to launch a decisive attack on the opponent's king. Another factor is the psychological pressure that traps create. Since traps are often unexpected, they can cause opponents to panic or make further mistakes. This element can be especially impactful in fast-paced games or among players unfamiliar with specific openings where traps are common. Finally, many opening traps are designed with a risk-reward balance in mind. If the opponent does not fall for the trap, the player who set it still maintains a playable position. This means that attempting a trap does not significantly compromise the trap setter's development or position, making it a low-risk strategy. In practical terms, players often include traps in their opening repertoire to catch opponents off guard and gain quick advantages. Understanding common traps helps players avoid falling victim to them and recognize when an opponent might be trying to lure them into one. Incorporating traps requires knowledge of typical opening moves and tactical patterns, which boosts overall strategic awareness. In essence, chess opening traps work because they capitalize on predictable moves, exploit violations of opening principles, utilize tactical threats, and create psychological pressure. This makes them a useful tool in the opening phase of the game, allowing players to gain early momentum or punish careless play.